What's up, fellow fish keepers? We are here today to talk about why having one fish in an aquarium is an advantage. There are two main reasons what I want to share with you guys why I would like having just one fish in an aquarium, or one main fish for that matter, is that one fish would produce less waste than a lot of fish. And this proves quite true, especially to those who care for monster fish, which eat a lot. And when a fish eats a lot, it poops a lot, therefore producing more waste than sometimes your filter can manage. This would mean more time trying to maintain water parameters in the tank and trying to make it look clean from the outside, which also means more water changes and more time siphoning fish poop on the bottom of your tank. Like what you can see here in my tank, where by the air stone there's some fish waste that has accumulated, and that's only been there for a few days. So imagine if there was like 5 or 3 of those arowana there, and they all eat every day, and imagine the waste it would produce. Another reason would be less risk to injury from tank mates. Now, tank mates can be a beneficial thing in such a case of algae eaters, plecos, dither fish, but in my case, especially with my arowana, I had run into a few scrapes and bruises with this guy when it was with my Oscar in the earlier days when this tank was relatively new. As you can see in the photo here, there's the Oscar, there's my arowana, and sometimes, yes, they have been fighting, until it came to a point where the Oscar became territorial. He wanted this space of the tank to be his, and when the arowana would pass by, he would try to bite him, and maybe even tackle him of some sort. And this proved to be stressful for the fish, and I couldn't risk that, because I love my arowana, and I also love my Oscar, and I can't risk them fighting each other all the time. So if you're wondering if a certain species of fish could go well with another species of fish, provided that it doesn't have the capability to eat it, well, that's a matter of trial and error, and another video on that soon. And the last reason why I prefer the fish being alone in the tank is that the fish is the centerpiece of the aquarium. It is the moving or swimming art, for that matter, inside the glass canvas. And you could focus on the fish much better. I'm not saying that if you have a community tank or you have lots of fish going around in a certain aquarium or tank, you'd not be able to take care of them as well as you would one fish. But it opens a perspective in which you could see the minor details of your pet. You could see these tiny markings that you didn't even notice that were there. The more you look at him or her, whatever you want to refer it to as, you start to know more things about your fish that you didn't even know when you bought it at the pet store. Or you didn't even know that these things or these traits or even these physical features that were present at the time you bought him or her. And I think that's beautiful, because it gets to a point where you feel like you have a connection, because you know this fish that you have is an individual in itself, per se. And we all know as pet keepers at one point that even dogs, we all know what our dogs look like. We all know what the differences our dog had towards dogs, even if that of the same breed. Same goes for fish. You just have to take as much dedication as you put to a dog. Usually, some people don't mind the fish as a pet that you would do a dog, but you might just be surprised if you added the commitment that you would had on a mutt to an aquatic animal, then you'd be surprised. So I think that's it. Yeah, that concludes my final reason why I think a few or less or even just one fish is okay for an aquarium. I'll be making other videos soon, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.